Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Point Guards Overall Podcast. I'm your host, Ashton Stewart, and today I have brought in a special guest for us, an NCAA athlete who plays basketball at Mcdaniel College, Mahari Campbell. I'm going to let him introduce himself to you guys, and then we can get started. Mahari, it's all yours.
Um, some call me most handsome man on the planet. Some call me the GOAT. But I'm humble. I like to go by my nickname Hari or Mahari Campbell, whichever one you prefer. Or you can call me handsome.
Okay.
It's your choice, but go ahead.
I've I've never heard anybody. All right. But today I know in the last episode we covered the point guards from the 1990s era, and I figured today we're gonna do the 2000s era. However, instead of 10, we are going to drop it down to 3. That way you get some more insight about how we personally feel about the players. So you know that we know what we're talking about, and there's just more depth and insight within each player that we choose instead of just rattling off stats information to you. We tell you actually why we like them. So I'm a polite host. I let my guests go first. So ladies first, Mahari.
Okay. I'm gonna let that one slide. All right. I like Steve Nash, two-time MVP.
Right.
If I'm not mistaken, it was 2005, 2006, those 2 years.
Yeah.
Went to the Western Conference Finals with Amari Stoudemire, Sean Marion.
That was a dog. Yeah.
They were nice.
That was
And
nice.
he was a great floor general, played his role well. Not the guy that's gonna wow you with scoring so many points, but when he passes that ball, that's a thing of beauty. Pick and roll. All right, let me move on to the next guy. Now this is a guy with a little bit more flash to his game, a little bit more sauce in his game. White chocolate.
White chocolate.
Jason Williams, man, played for the
Country boy.
Kings, won a championship with the Miami Heat. In 2006 with Dwayne Wade and Shaq, but his prime years, his better years, were with the Sacramento Kings. He played with Chris Williams, was it?
Where?
The Kings.
Oh, Chris Webber.
Chris Webber.
Yeah.
Chris Webber. Yeah. Yeah, he had a lot more sauce to his game. You watched him for his he was really with the flashy passes, in-game elbow passes, crazy. Lost his first Western Conference Finals appearance to Shaq, who he later won a ring with. Something crazy to note.
It's a butterfly effect.
Yeah. And my next guy is Rajon Rondo. The guy I connect with the most, which you'll learn later why in the podcast. But yeah, he was just a dog. He was literally just a dog. Won a ring with the Celtics in 08. Beat Kobe, spanked him.
All right.
He also won in 2020 with the Lakers. Ironic, with LeBron James, the GOAT. But yeah.
All right, this isn't a GOAT debate, so I always keep it pushing. But I agree with your statement. My point guards are a little similar in terms of like play style. First I got Tony Parker, from the Spurs. That Spurs dynasty, arguably top 3 in history, top 4. I think Lakers, Bulls, Celtics, Spurs.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. 5 rings. Kind of like a similar player to Rondo, except I would say a little bit more scoring oriented. He was still definitely an assist man, a scrappy defender, but they needed him to score more than they needed Rondo to score, which I think impacted the Spurs in a much greater way. Second, I have my main man Chris Paul. Now Chris Paul's prime is most likely it is the mid 2010s, but he was drafted in 04, I believe. And his prime is really from the day he was drafted to like 2019. He was a defensive first team 5 years in a row, led the league in steals 4 years in a row. All this is like 5'11" and 6 foot, by the way. Dunked on a prime Dwight Howard. He was 4-time defensive player of the year?
Yeah,
Dwight Howard. Who's also 6'11", Dwight Howard.
Yep.
He led the league in assists 2 years in a row. So this isn't counting his whole career. Just the 2000s. He was a walking 25 and 12 at 6 foot. It doesn't get much better than that in my opinion. And third, I got a guy who's not as much of a superstar at that status as the people we've named. Kind of like the white chocolate of my group, I would say, is a Chauncey Billups. He did win a ring in '04, sweeping the Kobe and Shaq Lakers before they disbanded. And he was just a good he was a good championship caliber point guard. He wasn't gonna go out there and give you 30 on 50% shooting, but he would give you 18 while locking up the best scorer on the other team, making the right plays with no turnovers. And guys like that I think need to be highlighted because they bring a certain level of impact to the game that is really undervalued. You know, everybody can't go out there and just score 20.
Yeah.
You got to have guys who are gonna do the things that nobody else wants to do. That's how you get playing time. So those are our top three players from the 2000s. Sorry, point guards from the 2000s. Now I wanted to take a step back from the NBA and go a little bit down the ladder to the Centennial Conference in our Mcdaniel College, just very slightly down the ladder. And last year the Mcdaniel basketball team Mahari went 14-13, going 3-10 at conference, almost breaking even on the road. I think we were 7-6 home, 6-7 away, I believe.
Mhm.
So I want to know, there have been changes made on our team and other teams at the conference that we've lost to. Have lost big names. Gettysburg losing Jordan Stafford and Carl, I forget his last name, but he's nice. Uh, Swarthmore losing some of their bigs. Dickinson losing their big. F&M losing Parra. Um, what else? Hopkins, they're so good. But there have been changes that have been being made. So I want to know, what should we expect from McDaniel basketball coming into this year?
First of all, expect a very team that's together, a team that will play together.
Mm,
Nobody's gonna go out there trying to do too much. Everybody understands their role and will play their role well. Um, expect a well coached team.
mm,
We know where we want to be at. We know what we want to do, and we know our goals. We know what it takes to get there.
mm.
And our coach, Coach Kevin Curley, is gonna put us in the correct position to be there and to get there and achieve all our goals as a team. Team.
Team is always first. I mean, especially now, I can't remember the last time we've seen a team that only had one guy win a championship.
Yep.
I really do not remember. Maybe with the '71 Bucks with Kareem,
They had Oscar.
and they had all,
Yeah.
So I mean, team is very important. Like, what about that Ashton Stewart guy? I heard he was pretty good at basketball. Whatever. Getting off track. What do you think? What are your own personal goals? Because I know you always want to win. You always want to do what's best for the team. But at the end of the day, you are your own individual.
Mhm.
So, what are your own individual goals for this upcoming season?
As for me, and this is what I was talking about with Rondo. Rondo came in. This sounds like it's getting off topic, but roll with me.
Okay.
Rondo came in to the Celtics with Paul Pierce, with Kevin Garnett, with Ray Allen, and they all immediately respected him.
Mm,
To get someone like Kevin Garnett to respect you immediately, you have to be an alpha.
a dog.
You have to be a dog. You have to be somebody who knows their role, knows what they want to do, and isn't gonna let someone else come in and deter you.
Mm,
You know what's best for you and the team. And that's kind of what I want to do for McDaniel. I want to come in as a sophomore, as a rising sophomore, someone who didn't play that much last year.
mm,
I want to come in and be the guy my teammates and my coach can respect and trust to
mm,
make the right play, to make the right decision. And I know I'm not going to go out there and score 20.
mm.
I'm going to go out there and play my role, get everybody in their sets, pass the ball, move the ball, and do what I have to do for us to win, whether it's play defense, whether it's rebound, whether it's box out. I'm going to do it.
Charges.
Charges. I'm going to do it so we can win and win a Centennial Conference championship. Yep. Expect that.
You know what? And we do. We expect nothing less. Beat F&M, Hopkins, Gettysburg. We're gonna be all that. And we're gonna run through the gauntlet. I truly believe that we are. We want to thank Mahari for taking time out of his very busy schedule to come on to this podcast. Let us know down below if you want to see him again on the next episode where we cover 2010's point guards. Get some more in depth from somebody other than just your favorite podcast host in the world, me. But I thank you all for tuning in. I cannot wait to see you all next time. And for right now, point guards are out.
Big potatoes.